Hello there. Welcome back to Financial Accounting Info. In this video, I want to look at the preparation of the bar trading account, the membership fees account, and also the income and expenditure account. So these are the three accounts that we are going to prepare. So going to our question, you would see that our question requires us to spend on average 23 minutes on the question. So our question is, the information given below was taken from the books of Sundowns Recreational Club on 31 May 2018. Combine the following ledger accounts and close them off at the end of the financial year. So these are the three accounts that we need to open. So you also given additional information whereby we have information A that you need to go through before you start answering the question. So going down, you're going to see that you are also given information B, which is summary of receipts and payments. So on information A, we can take note that it reads extract from the balance sheet in the next year of 1 June 2018. So basically, you see that this is at the beginning of the year. As we are told that in the question, the year is ending 31 May 2013. So it means the year started 1 June 2024. So basically, very important for you to agree opening balances. So basically, this is what estimates at 31 May 2013. That is at the end of the year. So remember, our recent payments account shows it shows a summary of the cash and bank transactions that took place during the period. So what we are going to see in the recent payments represent the actual movement of money in and out of the business, or actual movement of cash in and out of the business. So basically, that's what we have on receipts and payments. So going forward, now we are going to see that as we proceed to our question, we are not given additional information. You're given additional information in adjustments. So this is the additional information that you're given, whereby it is additional information in adjustments. So we have got additional information number 1 up to 6. So you are also supposed to read everything before you attend the question, so that you can be able to identify where adjustments are necessary. So very important, our question has got 26 marks. So very important to check note. So going to our answer section. So this is going to be your answer section, whereby we're going to start by the club bar trading account. So the main purpose of preparing the club bar trading account is to calculate the bar trading profit or loss during the period. So the final balance that we are going to have in our club bar trading account, we are going to transfer it to the income and expenditure as a profit or a loss. That is a bar profit or a bar loss. So basically, that's what we have, depending on which side do we have the balance. So if the balancing figure is on the debit, as we are going to say, income and expenditure, it means we are going to credit the income and expenditure account, and it will be a profit. Remember, all profits are credited in the profits and income should be on the credit side of the income and expenditure account. The opposite is true. If you have a balancing figure on the credit account, whereby we are having income and expenditure on the credit side, it means the corresponding entry, we are supposed to debit the income and expenditure account. And in that sense, it becomes a loss because it's appearing on the debit of the income and expenditure account. So it will be a bar loss. So this is what we have. So we are going to start with the figure for our opening stock. That is our credit code June 1 at the beginning of the period. So we can just try to identify according to information given, which is our opening stock. But obviously, we already know that this is our opening balance. So in terms of stock for bar, we are given it as 11,100. So we can as well go to the debit side and enter 11,100. So we have 11,100. And then we also look for other items that should be in the bar trading account. So let's take note what should appear on the debit side of the bar trading account. We've got opening stock on the debit side. We also have purchases on the debit side. And also, if we have any sales returns, they should be on the debit side of the club of the bar trading account. So basically, that's what we have. Then on the credit side, we should look for items like sales. Closing stock should be also on the credit side. And if you've got purchase returns, and they should appear on the credit side. So this is what we have. So we go back to our question and look for those items. So we go to information B. That's where we can find out about. So if you go to information B, you are going to see that which is summary of persistent payments. You're going to see that we've got an item for bar sales. So bar sales, we said they should be on the credit side of the bar trading. So you take 89,200 on the credit side of our trading. So here we say sales, and the amount that we got was 89,200. Sales bar sales trade is 41,000. Here on the debit side of the bar trading account. So you come here, we say, so this 2018 May 31. So we've got our purchases, and we identified the amount is 41,800. So let's just try to confirm. Purchases 41,800. And then from there, we can be able to see what next do we have after purchasing an account. Go to additional information. Remember, we have entered opening stock. So for our closing stock, it should appear on the credit side. And we can only get to know about closing stock if you go to additional information. So if you come in, our first item is saying past stock on the end on 31 May 2018 amounted to 17,410. So this is our stock. So we go there and we are saying closing stock. Okay, we will try to. So we'll say closing. And we have an amount of 17,410. So basically this is what we have. Then from there we can now be able to try to see the balancing figure which is supposed to be transferred to the income and expenditure. So what we are saying is this balancing figure to be transferred to the income and expenditure can either be on the credit side or the debit side. So it depending on which total is greater in terms of the debit and the credit. So in this case, you can just put your double lines and just leave maybe a space so that you can put, but we know that double lines should be in the same line, same row, which is at the same line. So basically, this is what we have said. From there, we can now be able, if you add the total of the debit and the credit, we are going to notice that the credit side has got a greater total with a total of 110. So from there, and now we can see now the balancing figure now. So one of this end, 106,100. We get our 10. So we are going to see this figure in the income and expenditure. So maybe we can make this figure visible. So this is 106,310. So this is what we have in terms of our account. So the next account that we are opening is the membership fees account. So let's take note. We have got opening balance already pre-entered. So what we are saying is for opening balances in terms of accrued income, we should see it on the debit side as presented in our answer section here. Accrued income comes on the debit side when it's an opening balance. But when accrued income is a closing balance, we see it on the credit side as a closing balance of accrued income. It will be on the credit side. Then for income received in advance, we see it on the credit side if it's an open balance. Then if it's a closing balance of income received in advance, we see it on the debit side, the opposite side. So we can take note of that. Then the actual amount received for membership fees, we should see it appearing on the credit side. For the double entry symbol, we credit membership fees account with the amount that was actually received for membership fees, and then we debit the bank account. As simple as that. The bank account is being represented by the receipts and payments account in this question. So this is what we have. So we have got other items that we are just going to pick according to information given and try to see where do we put them. The issues of bank refunds, you should basically know which side are you supposed to put your bank refunds. Bank refunds should appear on the debit side. And then we have got, if there are any membership fees that are written off, they should appear on the credit side. Very important for you to take note of those key points. So as we have seen that accrued income is an opening balance, it's on the debit side. It's a matter of just confirming. So we are seeing that accrued income for membership fees, these are opening balance, remember? So these are balanced at the beginning. we have them as opening balances, 1,500 accrued income. So this is the one that we are seeing appearing on the debit side. Then income received in advance, 500, we can just confirm. Income received in advance as an opening balance is 500 again. You see, this is the one that is appearing on the credit side. So from there, we can now be able to pick other items that needs to be adjusted in this membership fees account. So we should take note that our membership fees account represents an income account. So basically we are saying membership fees is an income account. So let's treat it like an income account. So so see that all income accounts have the same entries, like we have explained in terms of our opening balances for accrued income, and then our closing balances of accrued, and then our opening balances of our receivable in advance. So basically, this is what we have received in advance at the beginning and received in advance at the end. So we can take note of that. So we start with our receipts part and see what entries can we post to our membership fees account. So you see that all what we have on the debit side, we do not have anything that is supposed to be entered in our membership fees account. We have our membership fees, which is this one whereby we said we debit and then we credit our membership fees account. So we should credit 2,500. So we come in, come to, so as we say bank, remember we put it for 500, and then we have 2030 9,500. So we have only the fees account. When you go to our credit side, we can try to pick which one should. So going there, you're going to see that to go to the membership fees account. So from there, we go to addition. We can try to go before should go to the credit side of the membership fees account. So the return of it's received, not yet received. So if you go to the question, they are beginning 1,500 represents. This one is not saying not yet received, but is accrued of 1,500, which is supposed to be received, not yet indicated as credit. So it means that the balance is the one that amount to get 1,000. So we are going to ask the same return rate minus 500. And we go to a good figure. So from there, we go back to our question. We see that beneath that we are told that fees for 2013. So remember, the current period that we are is 2013. So the current period that we are, and again, we are told that the year is ending is the current period. So it means, according to our statement, which is saying membership fees of 2013, member must pay 2,000. So it means these fees are not yet received. So it's accrued income. So of 2,000. So if you come in, you'll see that it should appear on the credit side. So we have 2,000. As we have identified this as 500 times 4. So this is what we have. Then go anything, but you can see that we exceed 2,500. There are members who already are paid their membership fees for the next financial period, which is for 2014. So it means this represents income received in advance. 2,500 does not belong. We go there and adjust our closing balance of income received in advance. You see that income received in advance at the beginning is on the credit side. So if we say and we have identified the amount is 2,500. So basically, this is what we have. Here's our 2,500. Then we try to go back to see if we've got anything that is what requirements that they should have. We go to the debt side. So we say membership fees refunds. We can just say bank 3,500. So basically, this is what we have. And then from there, we can now be able to balance our account. We can now be able to balance our account. So by balancing, we have to create obviously our double lines. So we can now be able to add our debit and credit to see which side is greater. So if you add there, you are going to notice that the credit side is a greater total of 16,000 double lines. Then we said the balancing figure in the membership fees account, the balancing figure in the membership fees account should be transferred to the income, the same income. Then our income is plus 2,500 minus 1,500. And then we get our balancing figure is 8,500 beside of the income and expenditure account. So this is what we have. And then finally, we go to our income and expenditure account. So we have already some figures that we are supposed to post at the credit side. We'll start with the figure for club budgeting account of 53,710 should be appear on the credit side of the income and expenditure account. So we go there. We are here. We are now saying so the amount is 53,710, and we are saying budgeting is coming. And the amount is 53,710. And then we also have another amount from the previous account, which is membership fees account. We got 8,500. That is supposed to go also to the income and expenditure. We go to the credit side. And we are going to say this now represents our membership fees. So with that now, we cannot be able to try to identify in terms of our debit and our credit of the income and expenditure. So all expenses come on the debit side. Like the budget, this one is an income, membership fees again, this is an income. That's why you're seeing them there. So let's take note of that. So we are now going to our question and try to identify in terms of our expenses and income. You can go to the debit side, and the debit side is so I'll go down. We start with the so we can just try to identify according to our income. But obviously, you don't have to post as it is, as you need to find under additionally that we have 1/4 of entrance fees must be capitalized. 1/4 of entrance fees must be capitalized. Very 1/4. 1/4 is we are now saying our entrance fees we are given 1/4 times 12,000. That we are going to get is 3,000. So this 3,000 is capitalized, so it's supposed to be subtracted to say 12,000 minus 3,000 in our other section. So you go there in brackets, you put our entrance fees minus 3,000. And then we calculate it like that, you're going to get your answer is 9,000. We try to see after entrance fees, we have got interest on fixed deposit 4,000. So that's another income interest. And just try to correct that. And we identify that as our 4,000. So we say 4,000. 17,000 function proceeds, but we do not have anything. So in that case, we say function proceeds. Identify this as 17,900. So this is what we have on the credit side. Then we go to the debit is to be posted to the debit side of the income and expense account. So we have got the first item that we can identify is honorarium. We're given it as 375. So this one is the actual amount of honorarium that was paid for during the period. But in the income and expenditure account, we prepare the income and expenditure account on accrual basis, or we apply the matching principle. As we say, what belongs to that period should be recorded to that period, whether paid or not. So if we pay something that doesn't belong to this period of the next financial period, it becomes a prepayment or something paid in advance. So we have to subtract it since it doesn't belong to this period. So in this case, we are only told that this was the amount that was paid, but it doesn't mean it belongs to that period. So if you go to the opening balances, we have got a prepayment there of honorarium of 460. It means this is an expense for this period, but was paid the previous period. It was a prepayment the previous period. It was indicating as a payment in advance. So it belongs to this period. So basically, we are saying 460 that we have here, plus what was paid to for the current period, 375. And then we try to see again, if we go on item 6, and we see that on item 6, we've got something there. So item 6 saying honorarium of 550 rands to the treasurer must be provided. So we are seeing that we also have 550, which is supposed to be included. So in other words, we are adding again 550. 550. So this is the working that we are just going to summarized in the other section. What are you going to see? On the debit side, we've got Honoraria, whereby in brackets we have shown the working, whereby we say 160 plus 375 plus 550. And then the total that you're supposed to get is 1,385. So this is what we have. We go to the next item after on here. You've got salaries for caretaker, which is 6,130. And of course, we go to the information to see anything affecting our salaries. In this case, we do not have, so we enter it as it is. Then we're going to say salaries. And we have an amount of 56,000. So we can just try to confirm. Whereby we have our salaries, 56,550. So say 56,550. So this is what we've got. Again, we put insurance 6,130. We enter that one again. We do not have anything affecting our insurance. And the amount is 6,130. Then we go again after insurance. We put property rates 7,800. So 7,800. And then we go there again. We put function expenses 5,100. But all the expenses, before you enter them, we go to additional information and check any adjustment affecting that expense. If there's no, we take the figure that is as it is and enter it. In this case, we put function expenses 5,100. So we are transferring our function expense 5,100. So basically that's what we have. Then after that one, after function expense, that's when we go to our reference, which I'm not supposed to enter them. So we have exhausted, but we still have membership fees written off. It's an expense again, but we calculated it previously in the preparation of the membership fees account, and we found it as 1,000. So we're just going to take the figure. It's part of our expenses. Come here. On the debit side, we are saying membership fees. Membership fees written off. When we have an amount of 1,000, then from there we cannot be able to put our double lines. So obviously we add the total of debit and we also add the total of credit and compare which one is greater total. So in this case, we are going to see that the greater total is the credit side with an amount of 93,110, which should appear also on the debit side. On the debit side, we're going to get a balancing figure of 15,000. 15,000. 145. And this figure must be transferred to the accumulated fund. Go to the accumulated fund. So with that, we've finished the preparation of our income and expenditure account. So we can just take note that accumulated fund, we can maybe try to understand it. It's a representation of capital in the form of a non-profit making organization. Remember, this is a non-profit making organization. The accounts that we're preparing relate to a not-for-profit making organization. So there is a difference in terms of the terms that we use in a profit making, that is a business, and a not-for-profit making organization. So remember, this is a club, so it's not a profit making. So instead of saying capital that we use in the profit making organization, in this case, we call that accumulated fund. And we have seen that the income and expenditure again, it's another new term that comes from a not-for-profit making organization point of view, which we call the profit and loss when we are now in the profit making organization. So that's the essence that we have in terms of the differentials in the terms that we use in the form on the part of not-for-profit making organization in the part of profit-making organization. So a business is a profit-making organization. So this is the one that we are used to. So we have just to take note of the differences in the terms that we use. So thank you for listening, and hopefully this video was helpful. And please let's take note. More typical examination questions are going to be uploaded on this channel. So let's not forget to subscribe and share. Let's share the link to our colleagues who are doing financial accounting info. Let's meet again in the next video. This was this video. Signing out.